Welcome to Inside the Tank, Episode 9. Just a drip.
Right, back at the tank, and let's get this fuel tap on. So first things first, make sure your seal's in place. Your sealant's in place, it's going to leak. Right, so now we've got these flange bolts. Well, the reason I've used flange bolts, you can see there if I can hold the camera still enough, is they've got a large surface area to contact the plastic washer to prevent the tap from leaking around the threads of the bolt. So I've used flange bolts. I know maybe Allen bolts might have been easier to fit, and I know that it's an awful lot easier to access Allen head bolts, but I prefer these because you get more of a surface area on your plastic washer. Right, I'll just put camera down then while I tighten these up, and we'll see where we go. Okay, what I've just worked out, blind as a bat I am, what I've just worked out that these small sockets, little quarter drive, have got thin walls on them, so you can just squeeze that past the edge of the fuel tap to nip the bolts up. So that works really well. Right guys, I'll get this on the stand and then we'll put some petrol in it and the truth will be told. See you in a bit. Now then, we've got the tank mounted on a Sealy engine stand, as you can see there. I put a tray underneath because obviously if it drips we need to catch it, and this is the first time this petrol tank has seen fuel in an awful long time. But what I'm going to do, guys, I'm going to get my my lovely assistant to hold the camera, well actually it's my phone, while I pour some petrol in, so you'll see this live. Okay, my lovely assistant's got hold of the camera. Here we go guys, let's see what we can do. Spout on the bloody thing, there we are. Right, here we go. First time ever, for an awful long time. We'll just stop there and we'll just have a check for leaks. Right, here we go, into the great wide open, as they say. Not focusing very well this. Right, I have a drip, but that drip is coming from the piece of pipe I've connected to the fuel tap. I'm not worried about that, I'm worried about drips from other places. So let's have a look. I think we're alright, it's looking pretty good. Okay, well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to pop this camera down for a second while I stop that drip, and then we'll continue and put a bit more fuel in. Just bear with me guys. Okay. Right, the bottom of that tank now is well and truly covered with petrol. So, the thing to do now, thank you. So look around underneath. Have we got any drips? It looks like we are petrol tight. Well, there's one for garage engineering. Okay, proof of pudding's in the eating. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to let this petrol tank stand with petrol in it now for a couple of days, and we'll come back to it and we'll check it out. Thank you for watching. Good afternoon internet. I'd just like to show you this. I've got that fuel tap back off again because it was dripping, as you saw in the last video. So what I'd like to do, I'd just like to show you what I found. I've taken the tap back off the tank, and taking it apart, and it is the seat on this part of the tap. So what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to try and zoom in and show you the condition of the seat, because it's not very good. That seat there, right in the middle of the screen, it's got like a 45-degree angle cut on it. It's not very clever. It is a little bit uneven, a little bit corroded. So what I'm going to try and do, I'm going to try and clean that up with a 45-degree cutter. I'll get back to you in a second and let you know how I get on. Okay guys, so I have... Okay internet, so I've run a little cutter in that at a slow speed. That one in the drill there, 45-degree cutter. Just to take any burrs off or any rough edges off that inside of that tap. So now we'll pop it together and see if we've got a leak-proof tap. See you in a minute. Okay, so tap back on. Let's level the tank up and see what we've got. Very difficult to do one-handed when you're trying to hold a mobile phone, but we'll give it a go. Okay, let's level her up. There we have it. We have no drips. We have no drips. Okay. Right, we're all set up. Okay, we're all set up. I've got a little vacuum attachment on there to provide a vacuum to the fuel cock. We've got our pipe in a can, and I'll turn the vacuum on. Like that. It should start running out of there, and as you can see it is. Right, so what we need to do now is turn the vacuum off. Turn the vacuum off, and the fuel should stop running. There we go. So that's it, we've fixed the leaky fuel cock. Fantastic. Job done. There you go. As you can see, it's a bit messy, but it doesn't leak. So, next task, tidy it all up. There you go. Job sorted. Thank you for watching.